Hi everybody, this is AShadowbox, and as you can see, we are in Hagenstead. And that is because I was searching for mods for my single-player Let's Play on Central Kansas, and I noticed that, well, my friend Kyle linked me to a bunch of mods that I could use. So, we are here for a mod spotlight. As you can see, I've got a field of wheat and a field of canola that need to be harvested, as well as this big field here, which could stand to be sowed. So if we come over here, I'm sure you can see them already, we have some massive John Deere tractors. These are 9630s. This is a regular dual wheel, I believe. This is a Terra wheel. This is a normal wheel, and this is a drill wheel. Apart from these two cannot attach wheel weights or a front weight, while these two can. And those are the only differences between them. So let's grab this one to show off all of them. Nice engine startup there. There's no handbrake, but that's alright. That's definitely not essential. Let's check our, yep, we have turn signals. Oh, and look, the lights on the top of the cab go as well. It looks like the ones in the back, on the sides there, you see like the wings. It looks like those are running lights. Do they? No, they're not running lights. I guess they just, I guess they're lights that just stay on. Not sure if that's a bug or intentional, but either way, they're there. Let's see. Key 5 gives us wheel weights. Nice. Key 6 gives us an extra front weight, and you can see in the information window we have extra weight added, and that puts us up over a ton. Numpad 9 gives us supposed to give us, there we go, a rear view camera, so if we are in the cab we can see what we are backing up to. So that's very nice. That does give you an FPS hit though. I just dropped 10 frames when I had that up. The interior it's nice enough. I wouldn't call it bad, but I wouldn't call it stellar either. I'll call it good. It's a good interior. And over here, oh, I guess I haven't shown you. You can attach triple wheels to it by pressing the M key. And then if you do that, you do not see the wheel weights if you have them on. So we'll just go double. And now here we have almost two almost identical cedar cultivators. One's a John Deere, one's a Case. Unfortunately, neither of these is perfect, as I will demonstrate. The John Deere. And if I can hook it up with this articulation. The John Deere is too light. Watch what happens when I turn at any kind of speed, any kind of decent speed. See the back wheels lifted off the ground there, and it skid to the side. And that does not just happen because of the articulation of the tractor. I actually tested it with a non-articulated tractor, and it did the same thing. However, at slow speeds, such as cruise level 2, it's not as noticeable. It does a little bit of a hopping thing, but that's not too bad. Oh, we didn't test the beacon on the tractor. So yeah, a nice animated beacon. It does look like there's only one central beacon instead of two beacons going on, which, you know, there should be two beacons, but it looks like there's only one. That's a minor thing. Most don't even have that ground presence with the beacon. Some of you might like that, some of you might not. It is a performance hit. If I turn it on, I drop 10 frames. So yeah. Alright, let's hire the worker to, let's see, we've already got wheat and canola, so let's do barley. And I use the hired worker on these fields, and it does have that little bouncy thing going on. Some of the in-game stuff does that as well, so I'm not going to give that a huge points against it, just minor points against it. And when it turns with the hired worker, it actually turns well. Like, there's no major problems. There are some in-game stuff that does worse. So, let's grab the drill wheel, because why not? Oh, I didn't notice. Our farmer is now geared out with John Deere stuff. Aw, man. Not a big deal by any means, but even though this is an American tractor, we still have German tags on it. That'll look awkward on central Kansas. Okay, now this guy here doesn't do the weird bouncy thing that the John Deere does. However, switch this to barley as well. If we go to the hired worker, maybe it's fixed itself, because I have restarted the game since then, but if we hire the worker, it doesn't execute the turn at the end of the row. You see if he is continuing on his merry way over there, no problems. Except for that little bouncy thing. So this cultivator definitely has better presence. That one has a better AI. Has a better hired worker presence, I guess. I don't know what you would call that. It works with the hired worker better. So here we go, coming up to the end of the row. Let's see, is it going to complete the turn? No. It just decides that it's done. So, I would suggest if you're going to use this, then use it manually. Because it is a better driving experience, mostly. And, but unfortunately the hired worker, I'm going to call that, does not work. So let's go move this back over to the main farm. Now we need something to harvest those two fields. So, as soon as I get this back over to the farm, we will take a look at something that will do just that. Alright, this is a John Deere S650 harvester. It is a very nice model. It's a very high poly model though, so beware that you could get frame drop. I have about 5 frames a second frame drop using this, though it does straighten itself out eventually. It's just when I'm moving the camera around like this. Now you might be going, what's that weird thing in front of the head? Well, we'll get to that, I promise. First, let's take a look at the harvester. Let's jump into the cab, and I am going to say that this is probably the nicest cab I've seen in a harvester. So it does have IC. I didn't notice that when I was testing it on my own. It has IC turn signals. What's this? Bring the whole thing towards you. That's good. Anything over here? Yes. This is work light. This is work light. And this is your hazards. Anything with the windows? No. Not a big deal though. I don't use IC all that much. Let's hop out. Let's test the beacons. Default beacons. Not a big deal at all. I actually prefer those because there's no frame rate loss. Let's unfold the harvester. There it goes. So far, the only complaint I have against this is it's pretty much all the same color of green, though it's not bad. It's it still looks pretty good, and I like how it sets you out on top of here. and then you just come on down. Let's I forgot to test clipping with the tractors and the cultivators. I will say I didn't notice any major clipping issues. But I guess you'll have to take my word for it, because I don't really want to take the time to run back through. So, nice models here, no clipping issues. Can't even, okay, yeah, you can clip through here, but it's tricky, you gotta work for it. Can't clip this way, though, but you can rock it. So, I guess be careful with that. And the header trailer. The back, yep. Okay, it does have a little bit too far to the side, but that's not a big deal. Can't even clip over this part here until you get to the hitch. So yeah, nicely done. Alright, let's hook up to the header. Now you might be going, what is that thing in front of the header? Well, if you don't already know, that is an attachment used when you're harvesting canola. Thank you, Kyle, for telling me that. I'm not sure if we use it in North America, but I'm told that it is used in Europe. So, there we go. And you can, in fact, hang on, gotta select it. You can, in fact, put it on the header with both things, or on the header trailer while that extension is on the head. There we go. That was a hard sentence for some reason. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop it here. Back up. That's probably a little too far up. Back up a little bit and drop. That looks good. Because of the frame rate drop on the outside, I think if I end up using this on Central Kansas, I'll be driving it from the inside most of the time. Though, like I said, the frame rate drop is not bad right now. It just takes a little bit to steady itself. Come on, my keyboard is starting to go bad. I'm gonna need to get a new one soon. Come on. You hooked up just fine earlier. But now that I'm recording, you're gonna give me problems, huh? Oh, I'm probably not selected to the harvester? No, I have to be selected on the harvester, otherwise, because I don't have anything else. Come on, just attach. Attach. Aw. It doesn't want to attach to this for some reason. I don't know why. I promise, I was pulling it around with this earlier. Maybe one of the other mods I have is conflicting, or maybe something weird just... Oh, that's why. It doesn't attach here. That's where all the stuff comes out. Obviously, it attaches to the pin hitch down below. You guys are probably screaming at the screen because I'm an idiot. So yep, see? It pulls just fine. However, I prefer a more specialized mode of transportation for my harvesters. So, I've got some trucks. Alright, so these are Peterbilt day cabs. Pretty nice. Can clip all the way up to these. Oh, did I say day cabs? These are Peterbilt sleeper cabs. This is the no chrome version, and this is the chrome version. You get both of them in the same download. So if you want a white with no chrome or a red with chrome, you're out of luck. This is what they give you. Not a big deal though. Jump inside. It has a nice interior. These are done by the same people who did the Peterbilt day cabs. Everything hooks up nicely. Has a nice horn. Lights look good. Oh, it even has a back. Oh, cool. When you turn on the backlights, it looks like they shouldn't be there, but no, they are supposed to be there. No kind of beacon, as we would expect. Oh, I'm not selected on the truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is your work light front, it looks like. Oh no, 6 is all work lights. 7, 8, 9. Oh, you get a rear view cam. Of course, it even tells you right up there. Fortunately, I'm not sure what the engine brake actually does. I can't seem to get a difference in handling either way with it on or off. Something I did notice is that these trucks do take a little bit of time to really get going, and then when they do finally get going, they just take off. So their acceleration profile isn't the best, but they are stable, they do look pretty good, and they are very functional. They have a little bit of a stutter going on, but that might just be my frame rate's jumping all over the place because there's a lot of chrome here right now. And of course, the chrome version also connects and disconnects nicely. So those are the Peterbilt day cabs. I'm gonna skip over these guys for a second. And these are some Kenworth T100s. These are low poly models designed to run on slower systems, but they still look nice. The mod author is actually is in the middle of updating these, so he is going to send me the updated version to use on Central Kansas, but this is what I have for the mod spotlight. In the updated version, there is a version with no chrome that is also red, just like the Peterbilts over there. Back up. For some reason, I'm getting a frame rate hit, probably because of all the chrome in the area. We see there's no sound for attaching or detaching. That should be fixed in the next version, and there's also no horn, which is definitely fixed in the next version. We have turn signals, very nice. Turn on the lights, everything looks good. Any beacon action? No beacon action. Jump inside and we can see the low poly theme is continued. Remember, this is for the lower end computers. And this is not the worst interior I've ever seen. I'll give it that. I won't say it's a good interior, but it is definitely not the worst. You can still, if you're so inclined, you can still enjoy driving inside the cab, though the sun visor is being very weird. It's reflecting, I think it's supposed to be reflecting like inside, except it's just doing it very strangely. Let's take it on top speed run. This is the highway version. You can see the other truck is a triple axle version. The highway version costs a little bit less than the triple axle. So we get a decent top speed out of them, and no major handling no handling problems to speak of. So go ahead and park it. I said park it. Oh, I can't. Gotta get it. That's good enough. And let's jump into the triple axle, because the triple axle does have, well, a triple axle. So let's take a look at it. Same interior. Headlights still work. 1, 2, 3. But also you might notice this LED beacons on the top, which I think look really, really cool. And then you press V and you lower your triple axle, or your third axle in the rear. Hook up. And away we go. Again, no handling problems. Same top speed of 53 miles an hour. Very nicely done. Alright. Now, I'm sure the thing you've been excited for. These are Ford F350 Super Duty, and these are actually my favorite pickup truck mod that I've come across. All of these mods are from American Eagle Modding, by the way, so, well, that's not the authors, that is the website that they're hosted on. So you will need to make an account in order to download them. Don't worry, it's really not a big deal. They don't ask for any of your personal information. All you need is an email address and a password, I believe. It's been a while since I've made my account, so it might have changed. No guarantees. It's definitely worth it for these trucks, though. So you can tell the differences between these trucks. This is a flatbed here, and this has a mobile refueling station, which does work. So let's jump into the flatbed. Now you can see it does have a locking script on the bed. Work lights in the rear, work lights in the front as well. You can see them on the bumper there. Let's start it up. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's rear, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, and now check this out. Beacons. I think that's really neat. And you can see it has a fifth wheel, so let's back up here. It does accelerate a little bit too quickly in reverse. That's not a huge deal, though. This is the PJ trailer, by the way. And if we switch to the PJ trailer, you can see it also has beacons on the back. So I think that is really, really, really neat. So I was going to load test it with that tractor there, but I think we're going to load test it with the harvester instead. So let's leave the beacons going on that. Now this guy is almost the same, except he has the mobile fuel station in the back, and you can see some more of these LED strobes on the top, and he does have the headlight flashers as well as the tail. They have the same driving characteristics, so I forgot to drive that one. You can see this one has excellent ground presence. It does have a little bit of a forward stutter, but that's not a big deal. That's definitely not like a game breaker. Now this trailer in the back is I think it's called the Big Rex. Yeah, it's the Big Rex bale trailer. It is supposed to be a fifth wheel trailer. However, the fifth wheel does not work. I tried this on both of these F350s, and I tested this truck on the other trailer, and it still does not work. I think the problem is they didn't code this hitch as a semi-hitch, and they programmed it as a regular hitch. As you can see, we can hook into it like that, but clearly we can't use the trailer like that. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, these are all great mods over here. And I haven't shown you the interior yet. You can see right off the bat, it is a much, much better interior than the Ford trucks I have been using in my videos. Unfortunately, this mod author, to my knowledge, has not made an F150. So these F350s are still a little too big to use on Spring Hill Farm, but you can bet your squeaky boots that they will be on Central Kansas. So let's come in here and pick up the harvester. There we go. I forgot to refold the harvester. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be alright. Now I think combines are rear-wheel drive. I'm not sure though, I'm not a farmer. Oh, this one looks like it's slightly too wide for the PJ, which is unfortunate. Let's try with the front wheels. The front wheels are a little bit thicker. Maybe we can... Well, I don't think it's going to happen, but... Nope. Alright, so the ramps are a bit too narrow for a harvester, so that is unfortunate. However, they are fine for your lawnmowers and other equipment that needs transported. It does have a locking script on it, so feel free to use it for your bales and wool pallets. Let's just go ahead and get this truck out of the way and drive the harvester over there on our own. Got a little bit of a frame rate stutter, so I just drove it straight into that pole. Alright. Let's see if I can hook this up properly. There we go. Alright, so the top speed of this combine while pulling its header is, I would say, that's probably a realistic value, though I'm not sure. I've never driven one of these in real life, or even really, I don't even know anyone who lives around me that has one of these. Oh, we've gotten up to 16 apparently. I'll get ready for a frame drop as we see these tractors. No frame drop. Very nice. Is our tractor still going? Nope, he's finished. Alright. So, since I do have this extra attachment on here, and I'm way too lazy to actually drop it off, let's go harvest some canola. Let's take a look at these animations. You can see we have a chaffer. There we go. So when we're doing barley and wheat, everything will be alright with that. Let's lower the head. Turn it on. That's some nice animations. They're still not as nice as the titanium harvesters, but they are definitely not bad. They are a little bit of a frame rate hit. I've lost 5 frames a second if my frame rate counter is to be believed. There we go. So we'll finish this row manually, and I've messed it up a little bit. And then we'll hire the worker. We'll see how the hired worker does while we go get one of the trucks to unload it. And hire the worker. Let's go jump in. I don't want that one. I want the third axle. These are just the default trailers. The mod author of this Kenworth here also made a trailer for me to review, but I forgot to install it before recording. So we have these are just the default aggro liners. So let's see, looks like the hired worker is working as expected with this combine. Oh, did he just blow an O-ring? What is that? That's kind of funny. Whoa, there it goes again. Huh. That's funny. It's definitely like a ring. That's pretty hilarious. Okay, let's empty this guy of canola, and then we'll just do one run of wheat because I want to see how it looks like when it dumps the straw out of the back. Come on, you can come forward. Oh, the head does have a little bit of an issue where it registers too far to the left. So that could be what's going on here. Come on. There's the unload. That combine does have a nice sound, too. We will jump in here and stop the hired worker. Let's deactivate the chaffer. And I don't really care about this field. So let's just take a look. So yeah, I forgot to go over the prices of these. I'll put the prices in the description, as well as the download links. Oh, come on. Oh, the chaffer stuff is backwards. There we go. It's a custom animation, and it looks pretty good. Still not as good as titanium, but you know, it's still it looks really good actually. I don't think I've seen an animation like that. Maybe the stuff coming out is a bit too white to match what's being put down, but now I'm just being nitpicky. Alright guys, well, that is it for this mod spotlight. Thank you very much for watching. I know it was a long one. And next time I will be seeing you on Central Kansas for episode 5, I think. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a great time. And until next time, I'm AShadowbox. This is Farming Simulator 2013. Big mod spotlight. Have a good one, guys.